Hey guys, welcome back to Scott's Tech Bites. Today we're on episode 6 of Farming Simulator 2015. Here we are on the map Sosnuvka. If any of you guys been following me, we are on hard. And it's been a struggle so far, let's just say that. We haven't made that much money, although we have made a couple mistakes with purchasing wrong equipment and such, but we're going to try to avoid to do that as much as possible. So on episode 5, we actually went ahead and harvested field 14 and 19. And at the very end of the episode, off camera, I went ahead and polished up our harvester here. So I think the only thing left to do now for this complete harvest is to get this thing rolling and get the seeds planted. Get those seeds planted, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this from the inside view or not. That could be difficult. We will try our hardest, I guess. Driving a straight line isn't my forte, but we shall see. So let's go ahead and lower this thing first. Turn this sucker on and get rolling. Why is that set to 1? How do I change that? Here we go. There we go. It's a little bit really close there now. Anyway, we're gonna plant some more wheat. We're hoping to get the thing to pick up silage. Is it silage? I think we may have just missed a huge spot on that. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this from the inside view, guys. I apologize. I know I said I was going to try, but I just don't see any way possible since I have to see... Oh! Yep. We're going to try to keep this as straight as possible here. This could be a struggle. As you can see, I've already struggled a little bit with it. Let's go ahead and get our view turned out just a little bit. There we go. We don't want to hire a worker. Well, what's going on here, man? Something funny is going on here. There we go. Don't need a light. Don't need lights, man. This is actually way more difficult than it looks, trying to make a straight line with these things. But we'll do our best here, and hopefully we don't screw it up too bad. Because we really need these crops. I do really like the tight turning radius that this tractor and seeder has. It definitely makes things easier, that's for sure. So let's just hope we can get the rest of this here done in this episode. If not, we may just do this field, do field 14 off camera. And I'm missing spots everywhere, man. Oh, I don't know if that little bit's gonna make that much of a difference or not, but it will to me. Messes up my OCD. Try to get this the best we can here. Oh, and we missed another big spot. As you can tell, guys, I'd normally hire a worker for this sort of stuff. So, bear with me. We're trying. I'm trying, I promise. Don't fire me. Wait a minute. I'm the boss. How would I fire? Why would I fire myself? Doesn't make sense. But yeah, we'll just try to rip through this the best we can here. Alright, I gotta go back for that big section. Went a little bit off track there. This is actually going quite a bit quicker than I thought it would. Truthfully, this tractor kind of Kinda just pulls this thing like a boss. If any of you guys have any tricks to keep this thing straight, please leave it in the comment section below. That would be pretty handy, that's for sure. So I think after we're done this, if we have time in the episode, we're obviously going to fertilize it. And maybe we can make a sale, like we can bring all of our wheat to sell. And see if we can't purchase some new equipment. And if not in this episode, maybe in episode 7. That would be cool, man. We definitely need to start increasing our productivity. I'm on the fence if I want to buy one more tractor. That way I can hire a worker and do a few other things around here. But then at the same time, if I do that, I got a feeling that I'm going to be hiring more workers, which is going to take more money from us. So I'm kind of on the fence about that, but I definitely know that we do want to buy a loading wagon. That way we can get the most out of our crops. I thought about getting into making bales, and that would be sweet, but that's going to be an expensive startup right there because of, well, first of all, we need a tractor that can actually lift the bales, and we don't have that yet, unless we buy a loading wagon, which, that might not be a bad idea. Why didn't I think of that before? Let's just see. Yeah, let's check that out. Let's check that out, man. So where would that be? Baling technology, right here. So, to get started, you're looking at about 75,000. Nope, I'm wrong. 82,000. So we're gonna need this trailer plus this baler. I mean, I guess we could always go. That's the wrapper. This is the square auto stacker, I believe. Yeah, that wouldn't. I don't think we're gonna come up with that kind of money right away. Could be a while before we get to that. That's for sure. Oops. What am I doing? I don't want to hire a worker, man. Dismiss that worker. What the hell? Oh, yeah. That's not working either. What is going on here? What is going on, man? Oh yeah, it would help if this thing was lowered. Don't worry about me, you guys. I'm just an amateur. Just an amateur. If nothing else, if we can't buy anything else, I think we should at least buy a second hopper trailer so we can haul more material faster. We could do everything in one trip instead of two. Save on fuel and time? I do really like these trailers that we're using at the moment. They're really nice. I think they're the... I can't even remember what they are. Truthfully, I can't. What are they? What are they? What are they? They're the FarmTech TDKs 1600s. That's right. I remembered, but I technically didn't because I actually had to go look. But you get my point. I hope none of you find this boring. This is a part of the farming, so I figured I'd include everything. I don't want to do too much off screen. So yeah, we'll do what we can, and hopefully you guys like it. Well, it's taken us no time to blaze through this field, that's for sure. I think once this field is done, we will go ahead and drop this attachment and get it fertilized. That way we actually have one completed. We don't have to go back afterwards and hit this field again. So I really think these trees need to get cut down. I definitely think that we need to get onto that. But the only problem with that is that can be expensive too, for the simple fact that you gotta buy that, you gotta buy a chainsaw, and then you'd have to buy a stump grinder to actually get rid of the stump. If not, it would be the same thing as having a tree there, and we'd constantly get hung up on it again, so. There we go. 2 more quick passes, I think. If I can keep this thing straight, maybe, yeah, we should be able to do it in another pass. Then we will quickly fertilize this thing and see if we don't have time to finish the other field, and hopefully we can start selling some wheat. Missed a big section there. I really gotta not be so nitpicky about every little section like that. Time is kind of money, and yeah, there's no way to get the rest of this field, is there? We're gonna have to make an extra pass for that very outside edge. Yeah, I think that would be beneficial to do, so we'll do that. Oh wait, now. Oh, maybe I can get it all. Okay. Okay. Right on. Well, that's pretty sweet. So like I said, I don't think we need to... We'll just turn it off. And then we will detach that sucker. And then we will turn this thing on. How is it that this thing goes just as slow with just this attachment on as it did with the sower? That's funny. That's funny. That seems a little messed up and backwards to me, but right on. Right on. We're just doing our thing here. I do create big, pretty big overlap of the fertilizer, but it's just the way I do it, man. I know it doesn't help any, and it's probably just wasting a whole bunch of money, but whatever. I just want to make sure that I don't miss any spots with the fertilizer. But again, I gotta stop being so particular, because I could potentially save myself a full pass if I do it properly. I think that's probably pretty close to the max. Well, we could go a little further, but we'll leave it like that. I don't think I'm gonna bore you guys with doing field 14, so maybe right after this we can get into selling our goods here. Take a little drive, stretch our legs a little bit, and flap our wings and get right off this farm for a while. I think that would be cool. I'd really like to be able to you know, stockpile grains and such like that, but we're at the point in the game where we really need every dollar to help increase productivity. So at the moment we're not able to just stockpile stuff and wait for the great demands. It's just not realistic to do right now, so that is something we can't do, but we're going to be doing that in the future, obviously. Hopefully not too distant future. I mean, once we get our equipment all set up and a few more things, potentially a bigger field, because I mean that would help out dramatically. But I am glad that we started off with these 2 fields, and I'm especially glad that they're as close together as they are. Makes a big difference for sure. But I am gonna park this sower over to where it needs to go, and we'll just come in around here. Oh, smack into the water tower silo looking thingy. Let's grab this thing. There we go. Let's go ahead and fold it up, I guess, just to make it easier to travel with. This thing is looking filthy. Filthy. Definitely well used. And now maybe you guys will tag along for the completion of field 14 as well. Yeah, it's not very big, guys. You got patience, right? Right. That's what I thought. I mean, this is what you guys come here to see, right? You come here to watch me farm. You come here to watch me do the thing. You know that thing we do every Sunday? Is my seeder empty? Is my seeder empty, guys? Huh. That can't be. Or can it? I think it is, man. I don't know what's going on there. This is another expense we didn't want to have to make today. Another expense that we didn't want today. There we go. Whew, that's costing, that's expensive, boy. That is expensive. You know what, while we're here, come on, why is it not letting, come on, man. Come on, man. I just want to refill my, fertilizer. Why? Oh, there we go. May as well, since we're over here filling up stuff and spending our money. I mean, as you can see, guys, that pretty much took us down $2,000. So, yeah, that's expensive, man. That is expensive. Let's go over here and get on field 14. I don't know if we can get in through this way. Oh, yeah, we can. I have yet to like take a lot of time and cruise around this map and really give it a good, you know, check it out. But I'm sure we will very, very soon. There we go. So let's go ahead and unfold this bad boy. I'm kind of worried now that some of that other field didn't get done because we ran out of seeds. I'm pretty sure we covered it all though. Is this thing... Oh, what am I doing, guys? Whoa. Go home, man. You're drunk, man. Apparently I can't back up again anymore, so... There we go. Yeah, might want to lower it. That, kind of helps when... Whoop. I hope I'm not making you guys dizzy with this. I'm kind of making myself dizzy, to be honest. This shouldn't take any time at all to finish, since we've completed field 19 in a pretty good hurry. I keep forgetting that these fields are really not that big, you know, and they're really not. There's nothing huge about them. You could finish them, you know, pretty quickly. Pretty quickly, man. That's a huge overlap. Oh man. I don't know if the seeder's only going to take the seed that it needs, or if it takes the amount for the whole width of the seeder, the sower. That I couldn't tell you guys, so we could have just wasted a lot of money. I don't know. If anybody knows the answer to that question, leave it in the comment section below. I'd like to know the answer to that. So we'll try to keep our lines a little bit straighter. We'll try to stay a little bit tighter to where we need to be, like that. I think that works out pretty good. I think it would be cool if you can get an attachment for the front of the tractor. Basically the same width of the sower. That way you can see where your sower would be when you're going straight down the field, and you wouldn't have to double guess. You wouldn't have to keep turning around to check to make sure that it's where it needs to be. That way we can actually roll inside like this and not have to worry about missing big parts. And again, I think I just ran over stuff I've already done. I'm an amateur, guys. I'm just a small town farmer, man. This is not a resume. This is not me asking for a job on a real farm, thank God. I don't think I'd ever get hired, and if I did, I'd probably just be shoveling poop, man. Which I can't imagine that would be very fun, but it's things they gotta do on farms, you know. You know. Hey, 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 hey. Who said hi are you, man? They're just getting all kinds of rambunctious here today. Oh, what is going on? Oh, because I hired the guy and then, yeah, that's right, it automatically turns everything off. I get you, man. I gotcha. From what I can see, they've really done an excellent job with this map. Can't say I've ever been to Sosnovka, but it's definitely got that feel to it of, you know, authenticity. Just it feels good, man. I enjoy being over this way. I have played a lot of Bjornholm and Westbridge Hills, both on PC and the console, and yeah, they get boring after a while. Like, you just get so familiar with the lay of the land and things get boring. But I mean, here I don't even know. I mean, I can see my map and I know where I am, but I don't know exactly where I am, right? On the other maps, I could pretty much tell you exactly where to go and how to get there. And if you took that the wrong way, then that might apply to you. So hard to see it because you can't actually, I mean, I guess you can, but it's kind of difficult to tell. A little bit difficult to tell, man. Watch out for that big rock. See if we can't straighten this line up just a touch. Getting pretty close to being done here, guys. I think we might have to sell everything on the next episode. Whilst we're waiting for this to grow. Yeah, this here field we're gonna have to make another trip, that's for sure. That's no big deal. That's no big deal, man. There we go. And one more little pass. And then we will quickly fertilize. We might have time to clean our equipment this episode. Not too sure. So what we'll do is we'll actually, once that's done, we'll go ahead and turn it off and get that all folded up so we can neatly tuck it out the way for now and get it ready for storage. Let's go ahead and put that right here, I guess. Like so. And then we'll turn this on. Just a couple quick passes with this thing, I'm sure would do it. I really don't know why I stay so close to the edge like that. This thing, you know, pushes fertilizer quite a distance. Do you not know my logic behind that, if there is any logic behind that really, but it's what I do, man. It's just how I do it, man. Yeah, looks like about 3 passes. 3 passes on this field, she'll be done. She'll be done. This is our big goal. Turn off that because I do not want to waste this fertilizer. Oh, what are we doing? We missed a big spot. And are we actually... Oh, come on. Are we actually going to have to do another full pass? No. Alright, so I think the other field was 5 passes. If I'm not mistaken, I might have to watch back through that. And this field is 3, which is pretty efficient, I think. There we go. We'll turn that off. Then we'll run over and grab our sower, bring it to the pressure washer, man, and see if we can't get some sparkling new equipment. So we have yet to make any money this episode, and I don't think we're gonna make money this episode. We're in the position right now where we just really needed to get focused on getting those seeds in the ground, but we've officially completed a full harvest this time without hiring a worker, which is a bonus. We didn't have to pay anything for that. We did lose quite a bit of money refilling stuff, but that's to be expected. That is to be expected, man. So let's go ahead and get our tractor all nice and shiny. The windows were getting pretty dirty in there. Usually you can just point it at the wheel and it'll like clean the whole tractor. I wish it were like that in real life. I gotta bring my vehicle in for a shoe shine. Make sure this here front section's all nice and clean. Oh, that looks better. See if we can't get this thing done relatively quickly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get all up in there. I don't know if any of you guys have ever actually pressure washed equipment, but it is not fun. It is not fun at all. There we go. There we go. And now all of our equipment is sparkly clean. Yeah. Just me, or is that tire on backwards? Shouldn't that arrow be pointing the other way? Huh. That's weird. Usually when a tire's got a arrow on it like that, it means it's supposed to rotate that way. Those are 38-inch rims too, but yeah, those are big rims. Those are 28s. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this thing parked up for the rest of the evening here. See if we can't back this thing in relatively straight. I do tend to try to park everything at the end of the evening and have everything pretty looking on the farm, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. I think this is going to wrap it up for this episode. Get this thing parked in here. As you can see, everything's nice and shiny. That's a pretty picture. Yep. Don't forget to leave us a like if you like this video. Leave us a comment in the comment section below and tell us about your crazy farming experiences, or tell me about that time you pressure washed a piece of equipment and you've gotten yourself more wet than you did the piece of equipment. Anyway, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and until next time, peace.